Hey everyone, welcome to It Tastes Different Gaming Appetizers. And what are we talking about this time? Well, do you enjoy MMOs? Do you enjoy Horizon? How about a Horizon MMO? There is rumors that a Horizon MMO is in the early stages of working. So basically a report that basically says that sources familiar with Sony and NCSoft saying that there are two companies that have entered into an early agreement to create a Horizon MMO. So clearly development, hasn't started yet, but NCSoft has begun posting job listings tied to an unannounced game project called Project H. All right. Official NCSoft representatives, of course, declined to provide any additional information. This is in the early stages of things. We know NCSoft is best known for making, a whole bunch of MMOs, really. Guild Wars is probably like the biggest one you think of when you think of NCSoft. And a few more recent PlayStation job offerings in listings in Amsterdam, the home of Guerrilla Games, that's where Guerrilla Games is out of, are curious as the studio is looking for a senior producer with experience handling well-known IPs to provide production support for both internal and external stakeholders for a mobile title. A listing for a senior project manager looks for similar qualifications. The studio is also looking for a Korean translator. Okay, so all of this information regarding that's come to light for this with NCSoft, and then job postings and job listings for this MMO. Fans are pretty concerned that this MMO might be a mobile game. A mobile MMO for Horizon. So, it's in the early stages right now. We don't know much more than just job listings and agreements that are put into place. This could end up being nothing, right? I mean, projects like this start all the time, so who knows? But, if it's a Horizon, if you're going to make a Horizon MMO, let's not do mobile. But, or just don't make one at all. But what do you think, Pat?
I'd say if you're going to make a damn mobile game, lay off my Horizon. Don't you even touch that IP. Dirty bastards. NCSoft has an odd track record, in my opinion. They make some good stuff. They made some okay stuff. They've made some crappy stuff. I loved City of Heroes back in the day. That was a great game. Played that MMO like crazy. They made Lineage and that type of stuff. They did Aeon. Aeon was just okay for me. Blade and Souls, and as Nick mentioned, Guild Wars 2. They've also made some flops like WildStar, and things like that shut down. I mean, City of Heroes is shut down. It's no longer out. They made some Dungeon Runner and Tabula Rasa games that just didn't go very long and didn't last. Didn't stay running for that long, I should say. I think they even had some canceled titles. Like they had this MMO strategy game that was supposed to be, a weird little strategy MMO game that never came out. They had a demo, I think, or a trailer or something, and it just kind of died. And they do make some mobile games. I think they've got a Lineage M mobile game and stuff like that. I don't like mobile games that much to play a favorite like Horizon on there. I'm kicking myself right now because I wanted to play, the Horizon VR game for PlayStation 2, but I'm not spending $550 to play that and that alone, because that's all that entices me, especially since they're not backwards compatible, making the VR2 backwards compatible for the VR game. So, I guess I'll be missing out on this Horizon game too, because I'm not sullying the Horizon's good name by playing this crapshoot MMO on a phone, because even what's the most popular one out there, Genshin Impact, the most successful MMORPG title, I don't want to play that. I don't want to play an MMO on my phone. I would rather play it on computer where it's designed, or maybe even a console if it's designed around that. But to me, this is a bad move for the Horizon IP, in my opinion. But that's just me. I know that everybody is trying to get on the mobile game kick because it's making money, but and see, that's another problem. I don't want them to monetize the hell out of this game because that just give me a bad taste. I'm like, I don't ever want to play another game that you guys put out again because you guys have ruined that. So, I don't know, man. I'm so torn on this. I like to have an MMO, but I don't want to risk it that it's going to be a mobile game. And then Guerrilla Games has just become dead to me after that. So, what about you, Nick? What do you think, man?
You're dead to me, Guerrilla Games. No, I don't like mobile games at all. Yeah, NCSoft has, I played Aeon quite a bit, and I like that game and Guild Wars and stuff. I don't know. I don't know about an MMO in the Horizon. I mean, it could definitely work if they make it a full-fledged PC MMO. But yeah, if they're going to go mobile, the problem with those mobile games, like you mentioned, like Genshin Impact and, all those MMOs that are out on phones, you can play Genshin Impact on PlayStation or you can play it on PC as well. But the problem with those games is, regardless if Genshin Impact is a good game. Like, I've played some of Genshin Impact, and the fundamentals of Genshin Impact are fun. It's a fun action RPG. You can see that, but you can also see the mobileness to it, right? And what I mean by the mobileness is not like the phone portion of it, just the monetization and how the game surrounds itself around currencies and having to spend money to buy those currencies to get better things, right? How the star systems and various things work, how you can upgrade it. You have to upgrade equipment, but in order to upgrade equipment, you have to get these things. In order to get these things, you got to play for 1,000 hours or spend, $10 on a pack of random stars or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And that's how all these MMOs go, right? It does make a lot of money, but I mean, and that's the thing I hate about gaming in mobile gaming in general, is that center, they make a good game like Genshin Impact or some of those other ones like it, but they center it around this monetization, whole monetization thing where, there's a good game there, but it's so bombarded by monetization that it makes it a bad game, right? In the sense that most players, even though Genshin Impact has a huge community, right, that most gamers probably just avoid it altogether, right? Because they don't want, it's just the same thing with like Diablo Immortal and stuff like that. I mean, look at what, and I know exactly what you're saying. Like, look at what Diablo Immortal did for Diablo 4. If they came out with Diablo 3 and then went on to Diablo 4 and skipped Immortal altogether, that never came out, we'd be like super hyped for Diablo 4. Now that I'm excited for Diablo 4, but at the same time, I'm also very like cautious as to what it's going to be because of Immortal. Now I'm skeptical, right? And if they do the same thing with Horizon, a new Horizon game comes out after that, then I become skeptical. I'm going to go, oh no. Now they're going to make it for, they got backlash because it's a mobile game or whatever. Now they're going to make it for console, and they're going to do exactly what Blizzard's doing now. Oh, we're not doing that. No, we're cool, guys. We're cool. It's like, wait till it comes out. Like, if Diablo 4 comes out and there's no monetization, I mean, of course there's going to be some monetization, but I mean, like, if it's not as strict as Diablo Immortal is because it's a full price game and not a free to play, then okay, right? They have an item shop where you can buy cosmetics and stuff. Cool. That's fine. Whatever. I'd rather not have that, but if that's what you're going to do, fine. But don't add the monetization stuff that Immortal has. And that's what gets us with, like I said, Diablo 4. And that's the same thing that would happen with Horizon. And any game that they do this with, the next iteration, every gamer out there is going to be very skeptical of that new game coming out. Is it going to be burdened by what came before it, right? And that could exactly happen here, right? With Diablo 4, I think as much as we're excited to play a new Diablo, at the same time, we're also scared that Diablo 4 is just going to be a monetization nightmare. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, that's the whole thing about it, right? We don't know what they're planning on doing, but I mean, what NC Soft does and everybody else does for mobile games these days is just it's going to be rough. I don't know. It's going to be really really bad, I think, and I'm not. I don't want it. I really don't want it. I can't say anymore. This almost stings just as bad as them going, we're going to put Mass Effect on a mobile game, you know, and I'm like, it stabs just that deep, in my opinion. But that's my opinion, you know. I'm not a mobile game fan at all. I'll play some piddly, you know, Shane calls them pooper games, you know, where you're playing them on the toilet, but I don't play these games for like my normal everyday plays. I play those on my console with my big screen TV. Even my handheld Switch is on the TV. I don't want to play it, and all this stuff that goes to like PC and consoles from mobile still has all that mobile crap built into it. Like when we went to play Diablo on the computer, it's like touch your screen here. It's like I don't have a touch screen computer. I have a mouse and keyboard, you know, and you're like you can't touch the screen. So they don't ever compensate for that and remove all that crap out of there. So it's just a lazy port, if you will. And that's what'll happen to Horizon. It'll be just a stupid lazy port that's really badly done, and that'll be what it is. So unfortunately, we're going to be stuck with it if it comes out. So I'd almost rather not risk it if NC Soft is even talking about a mobile game with this. And so is Guerrilla Games. You guys might as well just take that, hide it in the closet like it never happened.
yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, all these games that go from having great, single player or whatever experiences, console experiences, PC experiences, and head into that mobile aspect, that, the next game in it becomes a mobile game, then you kind of lose. I mean, not kind of, you lose that shine that game had, right? You kind of sully the name when you throw it on mobile, I feel like. I mean, even RPGs that I wasn't super big in, but I know it was very popular, like Ni no Kuni. The last Ni no Kuni that just came out is a mobile MMO, right? I mean, and it's on PC and your phone, but it's all that monetization. So it kind of sullies the name of Ni no Kuni. Now people are, people that are into that RPG may look at the next Ni no Kuni, if they do make a next one for consoles, as how is this going to be similar to how the mobile game is? Are they going to bring in monetization like they did with mobile? Right. That's one thing that we as gamers don't want to see happening, and because those lines that were clearly there, right? You had lines between the console and the mobile. Those are becoming blurred, and developers are starting to blur those lines to where they're integrating those lines together and becoming, this one thing where PC and mobile are on the same, the same line as everything else, which it's not, right? There's two completely different experiences, and they should stay in two completely different places. I understand that they're trying to monetize and make more money out of it, but for us gamers, it's just a horrible way to go. So I mean, hopefully, yeah, I agree. Hopefully they just put it to bed. Yeah, that was a great idea, guys. Maybe not. Nah, I think we'll just we'll just forget about that and move on, right? So I don't know. We'll see what happens, right? This is still in the early stages, so
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, hopefully not. I mean, it's still in the early stages. If anything, it'd be quite a few years before it came out. If it goes anywhere, hopefully it doesn't go anywhere. Hopefully, if it goes somewhere, it goes in the trash. Do you have anything else you want to say about this, Pat?
Don't you guys ruin my game. Don't you guys ruin it. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, don't ruin Horizon. Don't put Aloy on the phone. No one puts Aloy on the phone. All right. Well, let us know down in the comments below what you all think. Would you be interested in a Horizon MMO? If that Horizon MMO was on cell phones, I think a Horizon MMO on PCs could be interesting. not a free to play one, maybe one that you do have to purchase, because if it's free to play, they're just going to monetize the hell out of it. They're still going to monetize the hell out of it, so you have to buy it, but they won't do as evasive monetization. So, but let us know what you think. Should they just forget about the MMO altogether, regardless of where it comes from, or would you be interested to see Horizon MMO on mobile or PC? Just let us know down in the comments below. If you made it this far, make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe if you're not already, hit the bell notifications to stay up to date with new videos that we do all the time, and we'll see you next time.